Yo, guys, what's going on? I just wanted to do a recap for Thursday of this year, January 4th, what I saw in the market and why I was able to get a nice long here. And so let's just get into it. What you can see here is this is a 1 minute chart. And what I did that was a little unique for me was I was just kind of testing some opening range, and within the opening range, kind of seeing where I could take a potential trade. So this is just taking an opening range of 1 minute. I'm going to kind of zoom in here a little bit more so it's a little bit easier for you guys to see. So you can see the first minute of the day at New York Open, we went higher. Kind of really had an interesting consolidation for the first 30 minutes, but you can tell, never really went below the opening range low. So you can kind of say there's some strength there, and then we started taking up off to the upside. And you'll look at these fibs. These fib levels of 2 times the range became support as 3 became kind of resistance. And so when this support came in right around that 2 deviation, I thought, okay, this could be a potential setup to the long. And what you see here was this is kind of where I wanted to take a long because my stop would be rather tight. Because, right, if you have failure back below this level, maybe we want to test the low of the day. Otherwise, what we had up here was we had the true day open at New York time. And if you look as well, this bounce came in right at the 6:30 open, which is a time to always kind of notate on your charts. And then this purple line is actually the day open. You have the true day open in New York. That was above us. And really what you have here, the dotted line is the VWAP. And so you kind of have this idea that, if we're going to hold a level, we would want to kind of have a level held that, honestly would be good. So I don't know where my smiley face guy went, but, we're happy if we hold this level, and we're going to be sad. Let's get a little bit of a sad face here. I don't even know what a sad face looks like. So, if we start moving here, for the longs, we're going to be kind of sad in this zone here. So right here, we get the bounce. I take that long, short, kind of retail stop below this low. But for me, if I'm going to see it, I'm willing to risk 10 points. Now, obviously, we actually went up to a level which coincided with the 5x of deviation from the opening range. So 5 times this range put us right here at this daily fair value gap back in December. And really, this is kind of insight for you guys to understand is, for me, I have really positioned myself that December was kind of a blow off top, in my opinion. We just everything was just strong and just felt inflated on lower volume, and so I've always felt like if we retraced really all of December, that would be fine. And you see in the first week of January, we made a rather big retracement so far, and I will recap that in my week ahead video. So keep an eye out for that. But just getting back to the trade here on Thursday, this long really never gave us any heat. We went right up, and I took profit right at the day open. And here you could say I was getting a little cautious, but for what I'm working on and how I'm trying to improve my trading by holding positions longer instead of just scalp, and it was kind of entering into the time of I only try to trade the first 90 minutes. I thought, I'm really interested. This seems to be wanting to go higher, and notice where the high of the day comes in, right with the former daily fair value gap high, as well as the 5 deviation of the opening range. And you can see this breakout became support for a little bit before finally giving way. But for me, you know, this was really, you have us moving above VWAP. And, you know, if you don't get in on this one, you might want to get in on this one because you see a nice response, right? And it goes right up to the 3. And even so, you know, depending on how many points you're looking to get, you know, this bounce might be good enough for you for 20 points. And kind of looking for maybe a 1-to-1 ratio, something like getting in here, kind of stopping down here, and maybe targeting up here. So pretty much a 1-to-1, but you know, realistically, it felt strong, and what I was looking at elsewhere in the market gave me the confidence to go long. So hopefully you guys found that useful and got a quick recap on that. So keep an eye out again for the next video, which will be a week ahead for January 9th and 8th. So 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Well, hopefully you guys check that out. Thanks.